Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. These are going to be Mercury retrograde messages for my dearest Taurus. Taurus, Mercury went retrograde back on May 29th, but truthfully the shadow period began in mid-May. It's going to station direct on June 22nd. So this is the most classic of Mercury retrogrades, the most classic of classic Mercury retrogrades because it's in Gemini. So it's all about receiving and channeling. It has scanned and translated, transmitting energy of mind and thought to everyone. It's a snappy multi-mix of details that'll stir up your synapses and just have them firing, right? Just like Gemini. It really is a time to be weary of signing contracts, getting new jobs, making large purchases. Now remember, Mercury rules the throat chakra, so we're prone to miscommunications, misinterpretations at this time. So it's really important that you speak with intention. Mercury also rules short distance travel, so do expect delays or just plan in, or just plan for, taking a little bit longer to get wherever it is you're trying to go and to go with the flow. It's really important that you check the house where Mercury falls in your birth chart. So while it's in retrograde, it's the area of your life that will be specifically affected. So for example, if it's in your 4th house, it's going to affect home and family matters the most. Now, it also falls at a really interesting time. We're not only in the midst of eclipse season, so we've got really powerful energy all around us, but it also comes at a time when we're coming out of quarantine. Okay, so in the Northern Hemisphere, we're coming into summer, and there's this manic spree or this frenetic energy that we're coming out of quarantine life, and it's going to ask us to be discerning and protect ourselves. So the skills that we cultivated at high stakes during the pandemic really need to be revisited. So my dear Taurus, as I'm doing this reading, I'm just going to ask that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, take a moment to check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading. And if you like the cards that I'm using, I have them listed and linked in order of appearance. Also, feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to ring that notification bell. So let's go ahead and see what messages come through for my dearest Taurus. You guys are last but not least, so thank you for your patience. And I have to admit, these Mercury retrograde readings have not been easy. But they've been beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and see what messages come through for my dearest Taurus. Individuality, number 11. Some of you guys are on a twin flame journey, okay? We've got compassion. Look at this. So compassion is love in action. So having... Wow, my heart chakra just really, there was like this huge expansion here, Taurus. Compassion is love in action, having compassion for yourself and having compassion for the ones that you love or the ones that you're connected to. We're all going through such, miraculous changes and shifts, and we all have different stuff that's coming up to the surface, and we all have different ways of dealing with it. So I really love this energy. It's making me really emotional, Taurus. And then we get environment, number 44. So look at this. Really important numbers to pay attention to. 11, 99, and 44. These could be ages. They could be years. Okay, they could be, specific numbers that mean something to you. 44 is about growth. It's about perseverance. It's about stability. So really paying attention to your environment. All right, and then we get manifestation. Wow. So Taurus, I don't know what's going on here, but you are manifesting something pretty big here, pretty major. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the reading. Let's see what messages come through. All right, so what Mercury retrograde is bringing into your life? The Lovers. Taurus, look at this. Angels of commitment. So some of you guys are coming into union with your twin flame or a soulmate. I love this. This is amazing. And I feel like this is happening like in the 3D. So you've been doing a lot of 5D and, you know, beyond. You've been doing a lot of work in the remote soul planes, and this is bringing you guys together. Wow. All right, Taurus, look at that. Some of you might have Gemini in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Gemini as well. This is also a nod to all of this Gemini energy that's around us. If you're not coming into 3D union with your soulmate or your twin flame, the work that you're doing, you're going to start to see, sense, and feel their presence, okay? So the part, wow, the Hanged Man. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Pisces or a Gemini or have those in your chart. Ooh, all right. So this is the angel of prophecy with the Hanged Man in reverse. You guys are seeing something differently. You guys have gone through, and maybe even your person has gone through a great awakening. What I'm seeing here, Taurus, though, and this is something that just came out in the Aries reading, but really in all readings, the work that you are doing is going to affect the person or people that you're connected to. Okay. And especially for those of you on a twin flame journey, the breakthroughs that you've had are affecting them. And that's why all of this is going down, because you've made sacrifices. You've shifted your perspective. You are changing. You are becoming enlightened. And that's why all of this is happening, you guys. Taurus, I'm getting chills here. So what you need to do, the Three of Pentacles. So Mercury retrograde is not necessarily a time to take action. But what I'm seeing here with the Three of Pentacles is that everything is coming together exactly the way it's supposed to. Okay, it's all happening exactly the way it's supposed to. So really, I feel like it's trusting in the process. You know, the Three of Pentacles is about having all the proper ingredients. And I feel like what Spirit is saying here to you, Taurus, everything is lining up the way, you know, in the order, in divine order. So trust that. Okay. And I think you can you're already starting to see, sense, and feel that. So the lessons that you're learning, the Knight of Pentacles, to trust, that's it. I mean, the message is really clear. Trusting in divine order, trusting in the work that you're doing. Some of you may have wanted to give up hope on this situation, but Spirit's saying if you look at the signs and synchronicities that you're receiving, you're going to trust yourself, trust this process, trust this path, whatever it is for you, a lot more. You've put in the hard work and the dedication. You're going to be rewarded for it. Okay, the part of your past that you have to reflect upon right now is the King of Pentacles. So, you know, the King of Pentacles could be, you know, relationships that were sort of more long-term. This could also be work. This could be your health. And here we have generosity. But what I'm feeling here is this is like extending your resources, your time, your energy, your love, your money. And what I'm seeing here is this is karmic balance. So you're also looking at what it is you need to do to maintain your stability. So he's sort of learned the lesson from the Queen of Pentacles, who may sometimes overgive. Okay, when she's a little bit imbalanced. And he knows that he's got to keep a little something, something for himself, right? In order to keep doing the work that he's doing. And so I really love this, because this is, Taurus, this is your energy. This is lessons learned. This is where the Knight becomes the King. And you're trusting your path. You're trusting that everything's going to work out for you because you're doing everything correctly. You're going to see the results, Taurus. You get the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Taurus, this is your divine counterpart. I mean, this is like, it's doubly confirmed in this reading with the Lover's energy. You're calling in your divine counterpart, male or female, it doesn't matter. This isn't a gender specific reading, but you're calling in this abundance, this love, this stability. For some of you, it might not be a love relationship. You're going to be getting 3D rewards for, you might be calling in like the person that wants to invest in your business, or a business partner, or clients that are perfect for you. I mean, this is a huge up-leveling, but you've done the work. You've been patient. You've fought through that doubt and that fear, and you dared to even maybe even let go of this. Okay, and not completely. I mean, I do see these two people kind of maybe turn their back on each other, or maybe you turned your back on this dream, but that's exactly what's activating this cord and pulling you together, or attracting this amazing energy for you. Overall energy, 8 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Some of you guys are traveling. We have journeys here. For some of you, you might have been already traveling a lot in the astral realms, in the dream space, connecting with this person, connecting with this love, connecting with your passion. You guys are on your soul's path. That's what I'm seeing with this Three of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands is also my card of manifestation. So you have manifested. For many of you, it's your divine counterpart, okay? Or that is exactly what you're doing. This is amazing. All right, let's go ahead and clarify, even though just like the Aries reading, I was like, I don't want to clarify because it's so amazing, but let's get some more details. So let's take a look. What is this Lover's energy? Oh, Taurus, you guys deserve this. You deserve this. You've put in the work. You haven't skipped any steps. You didn't let fear or self-doubt get in the way. Although, yes, those things rear their ugly heads. And it's, you know, for us to look at. Ooh, all right, we get the Five of Wands. This has been a struggle. All right, whether you know who this person is or not, whether you guys are in separation, whether you're in union, this Five of Wands is telling me this has been a struggle to get to this point. It hasn't been easy. All right, and some of you guys have had to make some very tough decisions along the way. And I feel like one of those tough decisions was sort of turning your back on this situation or detaching from the outcome, because the Hanged Man is somebody who makes sacrifices here. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else comes through. You're seeing things differently. Divine masculine energy. There might be something in the Aries reading. The Aries reading was just gorgeous. It was 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and it was like, drop the mic. So if you have Aries in your chart, or you're dealing with an Emperor, yeah, this is about you really standing in your power. You've learned a lesson, and I feel like with these challenges, you went through periods of self-doubt and fear, but now you're looking back at that and you're seeing that that was necessary. And, you know, you might sort of be laughing at yourself right now. If I had known it was going to turn out this way, I never would have felt that way, but you needed to. You needed to go through those emotions. You needed to feel that, and you needed to push through it. You needed to lean into it, Taurus, and I feel like you did. And that's why everything's working out for you. Ooh, so we get the Hierophant. So here's your card coming out. And we also got the Eight of Pentacles. Look at all this hard work you've been doing. Taurus, you guys pushed through. You pushed through, and that's why you're getting this commitment. That's why you're getting, and for some of you, it may not be a job. It may be in finances. It may be in your health. But you have put in the dedicated effort, and you are being rewarded for it. Your consistent effort over time. Oh my goodness. And it hasn't been easy. I mean, I know that. I'm seeing that. 44 is also the number of perseverance, Taurus. Knight of Pentacles. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. So this is the lesson you've learned, even when things weren't working out or moving in your favor, when you were unsure, when you were going back and forth about whether or not you were on the right path, if this is your person, if you should give up or you should persevere, and you chose to continue to do what you know how to do and follow, trust your instincts, follow your path. Okay, even when there wasn't cooperation, even when you felt like you weren't getting any collaboration. For some of you guys, this is about being an entrepreneur, because the Emperor really is about starting a business. Okay, somebody who's entrepreneurial or has their own business. I mean, this is total cha-ching energy. And for those of you on a twin flame or a soulmate journey or calling in love, you guys might have suffered in the past and just wondered if it was ever going to happen for you, or if this was the right decision. Okay, this is a major yes, you guys, a major yes. You are manifesting this. You are manifesting your divine counterpart. You're manifesting balance. You're manifesting abundance. Taurus, what is going on? What awesome energy. All right, so the part of your past that you need to reflect on, the Prince of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. So, you know, the Prince of Swords is about communication. It's about having singular focus and drive. It's about taking action, and it's about communicating clearly. So I do feel like, I also feel, Taurus, you recognize, you know, that rushing into things, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a, you know, starting a new business, whatever it is, You're also recognizing there's power in knowing what you want and staying focused, right? And consistent effort over time. There's also power in knowing when to take action, trusting yourself. The Emperor trusts himself completely. And I feel like that's the energy that you're in. And this is why you are completely, I mean, he's pointed directly at his Queen of Pentacles, knowing what he wants, knowing how to get it, knowing that his hard work is paying off. Okay, again, not a gender specific reading. And your final outcome, the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that, your wish fulfillment. You dreamed big, you dared to dream big, Taurus, and you fought through those moments of darkness and doubt. Okay, whether this is about reuniting with somebody, whether this is about calling in love, whether this is being a successful entrepreneur or just successful at what you do, you fought through the challenges and you're being rewarded. And it's amazing. It's amazing. You're coming from a place of love and balance. And that's what's so hard to do. Okay. Overall energy, Prince of Wands. So yeah, I feel like this is a question of commitment. There were times where you wanted to give up on this. You weren't sure if this was really truly your path. Okay. And some of you guys, you were battling some demons of the past where, you know, maybe people were really in and out of your life, or maybe you felt like, you know, somebody told you along the way that you never stick to anything, you know, or you'll never be able to make that happen because you're all over the place. Whatever, you know, whatever imprinting, you know, is in your system, it's like you're releasing and purging that. You're trusting yourself, Taurus. And I love that you just came out in your own reading with the Eight of Pentacles, because there's like nothing more Taurian here. Beautiful energy. Aries energy, Gemini energy, Pisces energy coming through really strong. All right, let's go ahead and see what other messages come through for you. All right, we get karmic relationships. So some of you, yeah, that's what I was picking up in your overall energy. Some of you guys have had to go through a karmic relationship that made you question, you know, who you are, whether or not you can trust your intuition. You've been triggered. Okay, you've gone through turmoil, but you're letting go and you're loving yourself. Whew, I love that. Talking, so interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, and hoovering. So I do feel whether you're divine masculine or divine feminine, we see this King of Pentacles reaching out to his Queen of Pentacles. We see a lot of communication. We even see, I see travel plans here as well. Okay, with the Journeys card and also the Prince of Swords. Some of you guys are flying. Yeah, I just see, but it's swift travel. It's some sort of fast travel. Could be like also like, you know, taking a train. You know, like I'm seeing a high-speed train. Maybe some of you guys have never even met this person. Okay, it very well could be an online connection or an online opportunity. And we see paradise. Some of you guys are going somewhere warm. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. You guys, the Lovers card with the King and the Queen of Pentacles. You guys are coming together where two become one. This is amazing. It has not been an easy journey, okay? It really hasn't. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and pull some oracle messages for you. All that glitters. 16. Some of you guys had a tower moment with a karmic relationship. Now, some of you, you may have felt like somebody from your past was your person, whether you felt like they were your twin or whatever it might be. Some of you guys had a tower moment, and I feel like that felt like a really big setback. But what I want to remind you guys, and this came up in the Saturn retrograde readings, that karmic relationships are for our highest and greatest good because they really help us heal and clear, purge and release what we need to so we can get into the frequency to call in people and situations that are really truly aligned with us. And that is being reiterated here with all that glitters. There's something here that I think you feel fooled by in the past, Taurus, okay? And I think you're also, you know, you're extending love and compassion for yourself and even to others, you know, maybe even somebody, because I feel like there's somebody here that was either disloyal, who was very in and out of your life even, but I feel like you're just forgiving those that, You know, others would have a hard time forgiving because you know that you need to do this to move forward, because you are seriously pushing towards calling in true love, you know, coming into, you know, becoming one with your true person, and knowing that that's exactly the type of work that you have to do. There's a higher power guiding you here, Taurus. Yeah. I mean, seriously, soulmates just popped out. Look at this higher power. This, to me, all that glitters. Some of you guys, you absolutely are reflecting on either a karmic pattern within a relationship, or the relationships that you've called into your life. In doing that work, in pushing forward, you're coming into union with your true divine counterpart, with your soulmate. And if you're not experiencing that right now in the 3D, you will be, okay? And this is what you're reflecting on here in, you know, in this Mercury retrograde period. You get orphaned at the bottom of the deck. You've been through a lot, okay? This has come out in a really big way in this reading, but your hard work, your perseverance is being rewarded. I know I'm just sort of repeating that, so let's go ahead and see what final messages come through for my dearest Taurus. This is exciting. This is exciting for you. All right. Hilarion, divine healing. So honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. And I keep picking up on that, Taurus. The work that you've been doing, the breakthroughs, the awakenings that you've been having are helping your, not only your soulmate or your twin, it's activating that cord between you guys, but you're also, you're shining your light. And whether you realize it or not, this energy is affecting and helping others. You know, following your happiness, your inspiration serves as inspiration for those that are energetically connected to you, or for those of you that are watching. So please, Taurus, don't stop. Don't give up. All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Learn. A little nudge. It's now your turn. Put on your thinking cap. It's time to learn. So again, also with the Three of Pentacles, this can indicate you learning something new, a new healing modality, going back to school, just really researching, really investigating, because you're on this path of enlightenment. The Taurus card, the Hierophant card, does also represent, you know, it represents spirituality, it represents marriage, but it can also represent higher learning. Okay, some of you guys, you may meet this person either in the outdoors, or you might be meeting this person like in some, you know, I don't know, maybe some of you guys are even like going to the Justice of Peace to get married, is what I'm seeing. And the one thing I do see, don't rush into anything with that Prince of Swords. You know, you don't want to rush into anything. Take your time to get to know one another. Take your time to, you know, really lean into your feelings here. Okay, but yeah, you've manifested this. And I feel like, Taurus, there are a lot of people that look up to you, whether you have children, whether you have students, whether you have friends or family. There are a lot of people that are watching you go through this sort of transmutation, taking, you know, having really struggled for a period of time, and then really stepping into your power here. So rainbows in our forests, no trees debate. Rainbows stand with love, not hate. And I told you, I was picking up on that. You guys have chosen to forgive people that maybe other people wouldn't be able to. And there's that transmutation, not love. You're standing with love, not hate. You're practicing compassion, love, and action, and coming from a very balanced place. And this is why you're manifesting this. Okay, and then we get support. There's always help around. When you ask, it can be found. So you're not alone. You're absolutely not alone on this journey, Taurus. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care.